What's going on, Vikings fans? Welcome to Purple and Gold Bars. I'm your host, Supreme. We made it to another Power Rankings video. The roller coaster keeps on rolling with another wild week in the NFL. Which game shocked you the most this week? For me, it was the Ravens-Steelers game. Like in previous videos, I'll put up the basements and mid-tier teams for your reference. The teams in these brackets are in no particular order. To me, these teams are interchangeable. An argument can be made for any of these teams to be at the top of their bracket. Let's get started with the teams chasing glory. At number 12, the Broncos. The Broncos put a beating on the Falcons this week. Bo Nix threw for 307 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He was spreading the ball around and made completions to 9 different receivers. Bo Nix has been quietly putting a solid season together. The growing pains at the start of the season are a speck in the rearview mirror now. At this point in the season, they are in control of their destiny. And with a strong finish, they could very well be a wildcard team. Not a bad way to bounce back after a devastating loss last week. At number 11, the Commanders. There is nothing to be ashamed after this tough loss for the Commanders. It was a close divisional matchup, and they had multiple chances to take over the game or make the comeback. Lots of lessons for this young team this week, but they will look to bounce back and finish strong to end the season. At number 10, the Texans. A win is a win, and regardless of the opponent, the Texans managed to stop the bleeding. Another shaky performance by C.J. Stroud, but he did more than enough to win this game despite the interception. Joe Mixon ran all over the Cowboys for 109 yards and 3 touchdowns. For those who forgot, he reminded them that he is still a premier back in the league. Nico Collins and Tank Dell did their job, and as a result, the Texans cruised past the Cowboys on Monday Night Football. At number 9, the Ravens. The Ravens drop another game and fall to 7-4 on the season. This season, they've had some losses to good teams and also some head scratchers. Regardless, I am still confident that the Ravens are going to make the playoffs, and to me, they are one of the top 5 teams in the league, even if their ranking doesn't match this week. Whether they get the number 1 seed or sneak in via wild card, they have the ability to get ahead early in games, resulting in big leads, and their tandem of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are a dynamic force to be reckoned with. At number 8, the Packers. The Packers steal a game from the Bears and send their organization and fan base into a frenzy of emotions. It was a rough day for Jordan Love and the Packers, but they found a way to stay in the game. A combination of luck and boneheaded decision-making were the reason the Bears lost this week. Not sure what that says about the Packers, but what I am sure is that they have a lot of tape to go through this week to figure out what went wrong so teams going forward don't capitalize on it. A much better team would have put them away, but a win is a win. At number 7, the Chargers. Wow, what a game between Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. Joe reminded everyone that despite their record, he is still one of the best quarterbacks in this league. Justin Herbert also humbled those who doubt he is one of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL. The Chargers have turned a page and they are way ahead of schedule. They have shown consistent growth every week and have proven that they are top team in the league. And as a result, they have continued to climb in my power rankings. At number 6, the Eagles. What a showdown this week in the NFC East. The Eagles reminded us that they are still the big dogs in their division by keeping their little brother, the Commanders, at bay. Jalen Hurts continues to struggle throwing touchdowns, but is making up for it with touchdown runs and handing the ball off to Saquon. There are a few signs of the dysfunction that tried to derail their season, but I believe that's all in the past. All that's left is some minor things left to work on moving forward. That's why after another win, the Eagles move up in my power rankings. At number 5, the Vikings. The Vikings keep hanging around among the top teams in the NFL. Will they finish strong or flame out? Only time will tell, but in my opinion, They will continue to push for the best seed they can get and make an impressive playoff run. Sam Darnold has been the talk of the town for all the wrong reasons in past weeks. Sam proved to me after the Jets game that I have nothing to worry about, and I have not looked back ever since. This week, he proved me right with a strong bounce-back game, throwing for 246 yards and 2 touchdowns. It looks like the adversity and struggles he faced in the last few weeks were crucial for his development and confidence going forward. The Vikings turn another page and keep on winning. That's why they move up on my power rankings. At number 4, the Steelers. A close divisional matchup, but Russell Wilson and the Steelers come away on top. Their defense continues to laugh from the top as they are clearly one of the best defenses this year. The Steelers have leaned on them at times and they have delivered. Mike Tomlin refuses to let the league go by him by continuing to evolve as a coach and find ways to get the most out of his players. What a great story and season the Steelers are having this year. We've made it to the elite teams in the NFL. Needless to say, these 3 teams have an argument that can be made as to why they are the best team in the league. This week, we had 2 of my elite teams face off, and the game did not disappoint. At number 3, the Chiefs. Wow. The Chiefs are no longer the only undefeated team in the league. It's surprising because most teams would have folded a long time ago after enduring the injuries they've had as well as the adversity they faced. What a testament to the grit, determination, and championship pedigree of this team. Despite all the red flags, I still believe this is the team to beat and will continue to push for the top spot on my rankings week to week. At number 2, the Bills. The Bills take down the mighty Chiefs in a barn burner. Josh Allen is making the case for MVP, and at this moment, he might be running away with it. We'll see how he finishes the season, but who cares when you're winning games and one of 3 teams with 9 wins? This game reminded me of the Vikings-Lions game, where it felt like 2 fighters taking the center of the octagon and choosing to stand in the fire until one of them was cooked. The game did not disappoint, and we are poised for a rematch in the playoffs. At number 1, the Lions. What more can be said about the Lions that hasn't already been said? This year they have taken the lessons learned last year and have become the most polished team in the league. They are consistent and dominant, which is hard to accomplish and even more rare to see in modern football. Ben Johnson is having his way with the league this year and is the belle of the ball and will surely get very lucrative head coaching offers in the offseason. I'm sure that plays very little on his mind as he and the Lions look to be very focused on the task at hand. That's why they continue to be the number 1 team on my rankings. Well, there you have it. Those are my power rankings this week. Let me know in the comments if you would make any changes. If you made it this far in the video, let me know in the comments what time it is where you are. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss next week's power ranking video. Until next time, Skol Vikings!